Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. It's a very important episode. It's prestigious. Players are winning pedals. Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, presented by SeatGeek. We are giving away awards today. The panel of award giver-awayers include myself, Jake, to my left, Trevor in California, producer BBD behind the dish. It's the JM Award Show for the month of May. It's brought to you by SeatGeek. You go to SeatGeek, you download the app, you go to the website, you find a game you want to go to. Trev's going to a game tonight, or as you listened to this yesterday, so maybe he got good seats. You can use code TALKIN, T-A-L-K-I-N, and get $20 off your first order of seats. You know, you buy $100 tickets, you get $20 off. Wow, that's a difference.
Free beer.
Yeah, basically a free beer. So thanks to SeatGeek. Appreciate them. Go to the app. Download them. Trev has his hand up, so I'll go to him first. Trev, you have a question. Also, hello. How are you? Are you excited to be giving away pedals?
Good.
Yes, great. But I want to talk about SeatGeek. Not only are they green dots and red dots, but like the better deals are even bigger green dots. So like you don't have to, it's not just one little green dot. It's like, oh, that one's a big green dot. Got to click on that. That's going to be the biggest savings. I really like that feature. So I'm doing great. I love these episodes. I love pumping guys up. I love talking about how good guys are doing. And I love rewarding them with what we've come up with now. And it's going to be a pedal.
Yep.
And guys, you don't want just one pedal. Like one pedal's nice.
No.
But like you want to collect the flower. So here's to all these guys getting their first pedals today. May you collect many of them and create your own flower. Jake, how are you doing?
Trevor, James, BBD, excited to talk about all your beautiful flowers today and how they were gotten rid of. It's a huge day. It's a huge day. It's one of the bigger days in Talkin Baseball history, IMO. You know, we have a group of guys here, all with our different awards. Blitzball MVP, first round pick, moat, owner of a moat, owner of a goat. And together, these first groupings of all JM team, these are the only guys eligible for the Silver Daisy. And the pressure's getting to me. I can only imagine how these dudes played through April.
It's tough. It's a lot of pressure. Now, I want to catch people up that joined us that weren't with us last year. This segment started it was one of here's one of my, like it was my thing when we each bring a thing. I said I wanted to give out the best player of the month, kind of a shot at the All-Star game, because I think the All-Star game is bullshit and is seen in the wrong light, because it's really the best 2.5 months. And then in retrospect, he was an All-Star that year, and it's like, well, Bieber was an All-Star last year and he didn't even play the second half. It's like All-Star game doesn't mean anything.
I had something sneaky mean happen that I want to get off my chest.
What happened?
My sweet Jess asked me the other day, talking baseball, and she asked me if Trevor was ever an all-star.
Wow.
And I said no. I said no. I said that's not what it's all about. And this is where I felt bad. It actually hasn't gotten bad yet. She asked me, she said, was Peter an all-star? Referencing Peter Moylan. And I said, no, but he should have been one year. So just my knee-jerk reaction, because Peter's adamant about that because he had a monster second half. I forget which year.
Well, maybe Trev has a year where he's like,
and
I
I
should have been
think
an all-star.
I think Trev, you know, a good first half away. He was playing in the goddamn cold in Minnesota. I want to let my guy get hot. He would have had some daisies, though. Well, not daisies, but pedals.
I had some years I could have been an all-star. Listen, okay? I had 19 homers at the break one year. That's a lot of homers, especially back then when I played in the other dead ball era. So
that
there
is
were times,
pretty
man.
good, Trev. Who beat you out? Like, who was
I don't know.
A-Rod?
There was one time every Royal made the All-Star team because they're doing fan voting.
Fan voting. That was ridiculous, man. That was a problem. Anyway,
Whatever.
so
It hurts. It hurts.
here's the situation. It's not like these people are the best player of the month of May. At the end of April, it's not the best players of the month of April. It's the best May plus April. So when you get to the end of September, it's who had the best year. And those people get a daisy. Now they collect petals along the way. So we're giving out petals now. So if you, so last year, I'm looking at it right now, Marcus Semien, he got a daisy, but only 5 of his 6 petals are silver because he did not get a petal in April. Nick Solak got a petal, but he doesn't have a daisy to put it on.
No.
He just he wears it as a necklace. It's just the silver petal, but no stem.
And there's nothing wrong with having just a petal. It's still...
Yeah, it's cool. So my question for you, Jake, is say Marcus Semien wins a petal, right? Are we going to allow him to put that on his last year's daisy and then he says, I have a silver daisy over 2 years now? No, right?
I don't think so.
I don't know if we're going to get another silver daisy winner. It's Vladdy Guerrero went pole to pole last year. He's got a daisy. All 6 petals are silver.
It seems like 1 or 2 guys a year.
I don't
It's
know.
like, and 2 might be high. We got a couple last year. But.
I have good news and bad news.
Okay.
I think the daisy should change colors every year. That way, Marcus Semien can, on his silver daisy, say, hey, I had 4 silver petals, and I also had 2 lavender petals that gave me a full daisy. And like a full daisy, it's kind of like a golfer winning all 4 majors or something like that. Like you say you did it, but you didn't do it in the same year.
Maybe
like Tiger did.
the center of the daisy changes colors.
Like a mover.
I think the petals have to be silver.
Okay.
I like the silver petals. I think this is a 1-year thing. Silver daisy is like
So you can't
need to
combine
be-
years. You can't take a petal from 1 year and put it on your daisy.
If
from the
you
year before.
collect 6 petals over your career, I think you can say I have a lifetime.
Yeah, like a career.
I have a daisy.
I have a
It's
career.
not a silver
a
daisy.
career
It's like
daisy.
a fun party comment you can
I
have.
have a cumulative silver daisy.
Like there can be really special players that rack up 4 daisies over their life, 4 cumulative daisies, but they never
this is
have
the
the,
thing.
1 year.
A
yeah.
lot of slow starters that never got a
What Vladdy Guerrero's wearing, and he is wearing
Vladdy.
it when he gets it. It is prestigious to win
Yes.
6 petals out of 6 possible petals, and then have your daisy be completely silvered out.
What if we just call it the Vladdy? I mean, they Cy Young Award is named after Cy Young. Vladdy's pretty locked to
Copyright.
be a good player.
The silver daisy is pretty cool and copyright.
I like the
stuff.
silver daisy.
Silver-
Listen, and
I'm
this
a-
is an
What's the
honor
cumulative
system.
daisy then?
we
It's
don't
an
have
honor. It's an
I think
honor
it's-
system.
I think Trev and
you
I are
can't
saying-
just say. Yeah, you can't just say I have a silver daisy because you won
Yeah,
the amounts of petals. This is that you can't. Stolen valor has no place in this.
I think
you understand.
yeah,
Maybe it becomes a platinum daisy if it's just 1 year. The silver turns.
We're getting too
to
far
platinum.
into this.
okay.
Let's give out some fucking awards.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. We're gonna do the AL first. We're gonna award a catcher, a first baseman, second baseman, third baseman, a shortstop. Last year we just did outfield positions, but we are going to do left field, center field, and right field because center field needs to be by its own. And then we will do starting pitcher. Relievers are off, and we kind of did util, but
Now that the DH is in,
now that the DH is in, yeah,
util are eligible for DH. If you're like a Chris Taylor type, maybe. That was our whole conversation last year.
maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Figure it out, Jake. Hit us.
Place your bets on who will be this year's Silver Daisy winners at the DraftKings Sportsbook. The first part of that sentence was a lie. They won't let you bet on that. But there's a lot of other things you can bet on, especially because they're the sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. You can bet $5 on any team to win on any given day, and you get $200 in free bets if they do. They still have their free play, their daily fantasy games if sports gambling is not legal in your state yet. By the way, it probably will be. Trev, you're going to like this. A weed shop is open on my street now. Apparently, they infiltrated the city. Weed, gambling, the Jake Storielli lifestyle is coming to you. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOHNBOY. Bet just $5 and win $200 in free bets if your team wins their game. That's promo code JOHNBOY at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. 21 plus restrictions apply. MLB trademarks used with permission. See show notes for details.
Let's open it up. The catching position, always an interesting one because there's not a lot of good catchers in the league when it comes to hitting and well-roundedness and all of that. In the American League, a familiar name sits atop the standings when you look at WAR, when you look at OPS, but none of the other numbers are great anywhere. I don't know what you guys are feeling. Sean Murphy comes up for me.
I think, James, I'm going to stop you right there. You got to lower the qualified.
I did. I lowered the qualified to 50. Now, did you lower it more
50
than that?
is a lot of at-bats for right now.
Okay, well, how low did you go?
How low can you go?
I went to 30 plate appearances. And you're gonna be surprised you missed a guy that's probably deserving of this award. And his name is Jonah Heim of the Texas Rangers.
Whoa.
Yeah. The reason he missed some games, you can't hold him back for this. It was paternity leave. So I think at the beginning of the season, he was working his way in, and I think they're just being silly with him. Has been playing every day, went on paternity leave, but his numbers are far and above offensively good, better than everybody else. And he's doing it defensively as well. Same amount of WAR as your guy, Sean Murphy, according to Fangraphs.
What's my internet just crapped out of me, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah,
What's
So
his?
he's played in 10 games, which is less than half of what Murphy has played in. 36 plate appearances going into today when Murphy has 91. But what he's done with those,
How many plate
Great.
appearances?
he has 36.
I don't know. It's not a lot. Also, we might need to just pause until our internet comes back. This is an impossible show to do if we can't use the internet.
Yeah.
What's going on? Oh, you're in it on your laptop?
Yeah. Hey, Fangraphs crashed on us during the one segment. We rely on it 1,000%. So we had to take a quick break. Baseball reference guys now. We figure out how to find it, kind of, and we're back. It's the AL catcher discussion, Trev, and it's a fucking doozy to open up the show. You want Jonah Heim. You say that he went on paternity leave. That shouldn't count against him. Jake, can you explain the dilemma here?
Okay, everybody. Talking Jake here. You know
This
me.
is important.
I'm always making jokes, right?
Always joking.
You heard him at the start of the show. We are in a goddamn predicament. I think we all have it down to 3. There is Jonah Heim for your Texas Rangers. He has not played a lot of baseball, but when he has, he's looked really good, Trev. We love that for Jonah Heim. We love it. Tom Murphy from my Seattle Mariners. He's kind of the same. I'll be honest. Their stats are eerily similar that I don't really know what to do with it. We could go back and forth all day. There's some ups and downs. Tom Murphy has 1 RBI on the year.
But his numbers are great when he's played.
Everything else is great, and there's probably some analytical geek kids saying RBI don't matter. They kind of do. It's a way to score runs.
But
I started off a rant.
Circumstantial, bro.
I started off a rant saying that it could not be this person that I have fully landed on. I'm going Sean Murphy. He has played 20-plus games, double the action. The OPS is okay. And that's kind of all it takes right now. That's all I've got, fellas.
Fangraphs is back.
No way.
Yes.
God damn it.
We knew that was going to happen.
Oh, my goodness.
You know what?
Hey, what's going on in
Support
Seattle?
Fangraphs.
Like, Rayleigh was catching, and he's out. And now Luis Torrens is out. But why aren't they playing Murphy more, Tom Murphy, when he's got a 385, 500 on base percentage in the 11 games he's played?
These are things we need to know. Okay.
Well, Seattle, let me know what's going on in your catching position. And then Jonah Heim, also great numbers, Trev, but he just hasn't played. I am also going with Sean Murphy.
Oh, my gosh.
Because he's been playing, Trev. These guys, if their team isn't starting them every day, is Jonah Heim is he playing? It's only the paternity leave stuff that kept him out, or is it a platoon situation?
It was the beginning of the year platoon situation. I believe he's now given himself, more of the playing time. Look, you can't fault this guy for having sex. He's 6'4", 220. He's got the hair like you read about. Like, I'm not going to hold that against him. When he's there, he's producing, hit the grand slam off Shohei.
He's played back-to-back games once. I can't give him.
That's not his fault. He doesn't write the lineup.
Well, I mean, a pedal winner demands they leave it out of the hands. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is that our guy, the other Murphy, is playing every day, and he's, out of all the catchers that play every day, having the best results.
Hold it, James. We had a 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 26th, 27th. Then he went on paternity leave. He came back. So I'm going Jonah Heim. You guys have already made your decision, and you guys have already.
Well, then why is he not playing right
decision.
now? Wait, why is he not playing now?
Because he's part of the Texas Rangers organization. They don't know what's going on.
I mean,
sorry, Rangers fans.
Garver's the starter.
I get that, but at least this guy's got to play.
Wait, Trev, is he not even on the roster now? Because Huff started 2 days ago and Garver started.
He was on paternity leave, James.
So at the beginning of the year, he just wasn't playing because he's a backup. He's not getting my
Garver.
vote.
Heim activated yesterday. Sean Murphy. It's a sad pedal to start with.
You guys pick Sean Murphy. I have to go with it. This is a democracy.
And last season, we get, especially at the catcher position, a lot of credit went to Salvi for playing literally every day.
He's played 22 games. It's the most of any
It's most by
catcher
so
in
much.
the AL. Salvi and Kirk have played 21. He's got better numbers than those guys. I mean, our pedal winner's got a 202 batting average and a 253 on base percentage.
I mean, Zunino was there for a little last year.
So I'm saying we're a different type of award system here. I think we can think outside the box a little bit, like giving a backup catcher a pedal.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do that.
That's not.
You laughed at the thought of it.
My vote's locked.
Is it just because he's got the butt? He was a meme. He became famous for his butt. I guess that alone deserves a daisy. Or not a daisy, a pedal.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
It's Sean Murphy, and what a whirlwind start to the JM Awards right now. We're going to go to American League first baseman.
Yes.
Okay. I think there's two
Are
options.
we doing this show all American League?
Well, and then at the
then
end
go
of
to
it,
the
we do the
National
National
League?
League. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
American League first. There's two guys on my list. Both have played 21 games. Very similar plate appearances here. Ty France has more hits than Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo leads with homers with 9. Rizzo has more doubles. Rizzo has more runs. Rizzo has 2 stolen bases. Ty France and Rizzo both have 21 RBIs. If you're looking at slash lines, Ty France's average is way higher. His on-base percentage is higher. His slugging is less. His OPS is less. His runs created plus is less.
Jim, I might just shoot this in the foot to start. I'm going to lay down my sword. Couple noble soldiers in battle here. I can't accurately speak about Anthony Rizzo and Ty France. Let's be honest. I am a Yankees fan. Trev, I feel bad about all the Jonah Heim nonsense. Trevor, you have my vote for the AL first baseman.
Which
gives
you the majority. That's why I felt that's why I felt bad shooting you in the foot.
I'm out. I don't get a vote here.
Because how do you split this up?
I will say, if you're looking for bold, Trev, I know you like bold. Ty France leads the league in plate appearances, and we just gave availability a good measure of success. He leads the league in hits and singles. Ty France.
This is where I run into a little conundrum here, because you can talk about how important both of these guys have been to their team. I'm going to get slammed for this for sure. I think Anthony Rizzo answering was answering the bell or answering the call, whatever that saying is, after like Yankee fans being so disappointed in them not getting like the free agents. I think him playing the way he's played, endearing himself to the fan base, I think Anthony Rizzo is going to get my vote here. I think he's going to get the pedal for April. I love you, Ty France. I know what you've done for your team too. Not taking anything away from you, bro. But I'm going Rizzo here.
Imagine being Seattle and you're like, Murphy and France got this wrapped up. And now they're pedalless.
I will say it's incredibly close. I think if you gave these numbers to a blind panel, I think it would go a lot of different ways. And Rizzo's got the better walk percentage. France has the better K percentage. OPS better for Rizzo. Ty France has more B WAR. So, all right. I mean, Trev had Jake's vote, which meant it was his decision. He chose Rizzo.
Congrats, Anthony.
Didn't Cameron Maben famously say those pinstripes are a little heavy?
He did. He did say that.
Go Rizzo, go. Sorry, Mariners fans. We
Tough.
love you and JP Crawford.
I wonder if this next is going to make you change your mind a little, because in AL, second base, DJ LeMahieu is up there.
So are two Guardians. I mean, that's where this whole thing gets
goodness.
chaotic. I've got Owen Miller and Andres Jimenez, which I'm going to have to get in the box scores a little bit.
What do you have that you're qualified at?
Oh, so I'm back on Fangraphs, which they have their own sorting system that I'm trusting. So I need to see.
Isn't Owen Miller a first baseman?
Those guys aren't coming up for me on second baseman on Fangraphs.
No?
No.
They are for me.
They are for me.
On
my
Fangraphs?
This is why I love this show.
What do you have you just have it as they're qualified?
Yes. Yeah.
With the date range?
With April, yeah. March, April.
I have DJ.
No, I lowered the plate appearances
Okay.
to 30.
All right, there we go. Found it.
So he has played 5 games. He's a first baseman. Yeah. So Owen Miller's out of this conversation. He's only played 5 games at second base compared to 12 as a first baseman.
I think we got to go back with position players. I think we got to go back to like the qualified.
It's still a little tricky early in the season. But
Early in the season, I think we can go and give, whatever you want to set the benchmark at. But Owen Miller being listed as a second baseman with only 5 games played we can't do that.
Jimenez has played second base 11 games this year.
DJ?
I think he's done the same at shortstop. Yeah, DJ's moved around too, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many he's been at. But
Adam Frazier's on the Mariners?
Big trade. I mean, I think Jimenez has outplayed DJ at second.
DJ looks like has 10 and 10, second and third.
This is ridiculous. What is wrong with people these days? Play one position.
all right, so if it's between Jimenez and DJ, is that kind of where we landed?
I think so.
All right. I'll give you some comparison numbers here. In F WAR, Jimenez leads DJ by a decimal or whatever. DJ has 81 plate appearances. Jimenez has 49. 22 hits for DJ, 16. 5 doubles for DJ, 1 for Jimenez. He's got 2 triples. They both have 2 home runs. DJ scored 13 runs. Andres Jimenez has 11 RBIs to DJ's 8. He also has a stolen base. 2% walk rate and 7% walk rate for both of them, respectively. That's pretty bad. Let's see. Slash line for Jimenez is 340, 341, 574. DJ has him beat in on-base percentage. Out of those, that's all. He has him beat in runs created plus. So it's 32 more plate appearances for DJ. Only 2 more games, so I think that's just roster construction, lineup construction. He's not getting as many at-bats as DJ is, and their offense is worse.
My God.
We're not going to talk about Espinal for the Jays. He's not even going to get considered.
He's been nice. I mean, his hitting stats are on a different level.
Yeah, no.
Than Jimenez
Yeah,
and
he's a
DJ.
step below those guys.
And don't get me wrong, Blue Jay fans, every time we've played him this year, it seems like that guy is everywhere. But the hitting numbers, I mean, we're talking about,
He's played 19 games or 23 games. He started 19 at the second base position. He's really the only true second baseman we have
so
right
now
now
you're
on
going
this
to try
list.
to true second base us.
I'm just saying, like, we have to figure all this out. Second base is what's going on?
I am a little feeling a bias pulling at me towards potential Silver Daisy winners, and I don't have Andres Jimenez as a guy that can win a sixth pedal, and that's not fair. I shouldn't be doing that. It's not
that's
fair.
not how we
It's not
run
fair.
things here.
It's nice of me to be honest.
Andres
with my
Jimenez
struggles.
is a good young ball player. We don't know what he is.
Jimenez
He's 23 years old. This could be his
leads the
moment.
league in triples.
Espinal a 781 OPS last year.
Okay.
This guy, this is a potential guy that could run it.
Stole the
Not
job
that we
from-
think about that.
Stole the job from Kevin Biggio, but we don't think about that.
Come on.
He's played in all the games this year.
You're pushing Espinal, dude?
I'm just saying we have to think about this. This is a discussion about who we're going to give a pedal to.
Jimenez is starting at short and second base.
DJ starting at third and second base.
Yeah, I think he's still more second base games than DJ.
I'm going with Espinal. That's my vote.
My God.
Gosh. Are you winning me over?
I just feel like we are going to have like a utility-ish award, and then we can add some.
No,
of these
we're
guys.
not. We're not.
We're not going to add him to the DH.
No.
So that's the only problem now is if we start penalizing guys for moving around, it's not their fault.
Exactly. And you were on Heim for that. Jake seems like he fell into something. What do you got, Jake?
I say we don't release this episode. Problem solved.
I like it. I'm out.
I am going with. Oh, God damn it. I'm going DJ.
Why? Give your reasoning.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
Oh, shit, man. I was going Jimenez.
I was going Jimenez. I ended up on Baseball Savant. That's not a pretty place for Jimenez. I think what actually won me over is being at the top of the lineup. And I mean, I will double check where Jimenez has been, but DJ has been setting the tone for the Yankees lineup. That's why he has a lot more plate appearances.
You want to find
Jimenez
out
has been hitting 9th, 8th, 5th, 8th, 8th, 7th, 8th.
does that
5th,
tie
5th.
into Trev's? It's not his. He's just doing what he can.
But
But that tie into mine will make yourself, make them force you to be at the top.
Jimenez has started above the 7th spot once. 6 total plate appearances above that spot in the order.
I'm
changing my
not going to
vote.
be ashamed of being a Yankee.
I'm changing my vote.
What's your vote now, Trev?
I'm going
Different
Jimenez.
name. Hey, I was on Jimenez for a while.
I'm on Jimenez.
I locked DJ.
Now it's up to
His
me.
offensive
You have to
statistics
decide.
are just.
Your vote was removed last round, and now you hold the power.
I don't like it. I liked what I didn't matter. I was hoping Trev changed to you. So you said Jimenez is Baseball Savant's
No,
ugly?
I wouldn't even go over there, dude. We are not predicting stats, guys.
Okay.
So to put that into the pedal is so
okay.
rude.
You know what I'm going to do then? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to baseball. I'm going to see the B ref. All right? I'm going to see
Yep.
the B ref.
I'm on it. What do you want?
Now, wait. I don't even think these guys are going to come up in the way I was searching on Baseball Reference because I was doing 75% of the games that they've played. I'll drop
Yeah,
that. I'll drop that to 50 real quick.
Real quick.
Actually, for catchers, I changed it to you had to play 10 games, which was bizarre. Just trying to get. This is tough, guys.
For me, like Jimenez became a second baseman when I saw he played the most games at second base.
Like, are we
And then
going to be talking about Jimenez at shortstop in a minute?
No, because he's played more games at second base.
Jimenez has more B-WAR than DJ.
Give it to him. I like him.
And he leads the league in triples. 577 slugging, 346 batting average. I can't pick rooting for a silver daisy at the end. Jimenez has had a better month of April.
Congrats.
Accountability.
All right, well, shit, let's move on.
Okay. Shortstop position, I'll tee it off for you guys. I think there are 3 options and Andres Jimenez. Wander Franco went nut job this month. He is your WAR leader. He went toe-to-toe with literally our show's guy, J.P. Crawford. Their stats are arm in arm. If not J.P. Crawford being better offensively while he's known for his glove, yet the defensive numbers like Wander and Jeremy Pena deserves a big shout-out. But his numbers aren't on the same level at all. Xander Bogaerts, jeez. To me, it's Wander or JP, and I think there is a winner here.
Yeah, I have a winner between the two.
And I think it's our guy.
It's our guy, J.P. Crawford. He has more B-WAR than Wander Franco. He has a higher batting average significantly.
Read the triple slash, Jim. Like,
Yeah,
sometimes we get too far away.
Wander's hitting 313. Batting average isn't really.
JP hit 360. That's a pretty big gap.
Yeah, that's significant.
If you were hitting 50 points better than someone on your Twins days and they said, hey, we're the same batting average, would you say
if you're both over, yeah, because once you're over 300, it's all the same.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I mean, look, we can give the JP. You know, I love JP. I wanted to point out one thing. You guys are going to hate me for this. I think I'm going heel this episode. Jeremy Pena, I understand his overall triple stat line doesn't look great, but his BABIP is 235. That thing's about to bust wide open. Meanwhile, JP, our guy, 375. That's very robust.
How come we're not talking about Xander?
We are. The hitting stats are there. Outside of the power, not sure what's going on there.
He's slugging 500.
He's playing great. I mean,
Only one homer maybe Jake's looking at.
You put those numbers. I mean, JP's out slugging him by 73 points. I know the defensive analytics aren't there for either of them right now, but JP Crawford is a guy that has gold in his bag. Well, Xander does not.
I'm going J.P. Crawford. His slash line is the best. He has the most B-WAR. He's showing up every day. I mean, I think it is.
What's your vote, Trev?
I think it is.
We don't have a consensus yet. I'd love a consensus.
It's JP.
Let's go.
All right.
Talk about some young, talented shortstops in the American League, dude. Wander and Pena? Jesus.
Jeter.
That was easy. We got through one.
I think the next one's super easy as well.
Okay.
I think AL third baseman is a guy who last year, this guy, how many petals? Like last year, this guy got a stem and a daisy, and I think it was the daisy with the least amount of silver petals because Devers won the first 4 petals, but then Jose won August and then April through August and then the whole year, April through September. So he has last year a 2 silver petal daisy. He's got a 3rd petal now. It's on a new daisy, but it's Jose Ramirez. I mean, it's easy, right? This one's
done.
Easy. He was the American League Player of the Month. So
okay,
yeah,
and that counts all the positions.
That helps.
That's all the positions. Yeah.
Another consensus. Beautiful stuff.
And then he came out and he also talked about his contracts and he just wanted to be in Cleveland. He knew he gave up more money, and that's really endeared him to fans. People really love that when guys do that for some reason, but
I'm going to skip to center field.
Okay.
And then come back to the corners.
All right.
Some fun names here. You have a guy named Mike Trout.
Yes.
323 batting average. Highest among AL center fielders. 447 on base. Highest among AL center fielders. 694 slugging. second highest among AL center fielders. 1.141 OPS, highest among AL center fielders. Whatever else you want to look at, he's highest among AL center fielders.
And Jim, you said fun names: Springer, Judge, Buxton, Mild Flaws, even having a nice start for the Guardians. But
hit me, motherfucker.
It's Mike Trout.
It's Mike Trout. He's back. He's healthy. Trev, thoughts, disagreements, agreements?
Yeah, I think Mike's going to get it this month. He's got my vote. I will say, Buck's on pace with him. Missed some games with that. I don't even know what it ended up being. Some leg injury in that slide in Boston. But I think it's going to be difficult for Mike to get a silver daisy. Although if there's anybody that's like you want to see get a silver daisy, it's Mike Trout. But Buxton's on his heels. And those other guys you mentioned too.
Consensus.
Yep.
Way to go, Trouter. You going to do right field first? Or left? Does that work better in your brain?
Let's go left.
Okay.
Let's go left. And this one's, I feel like we're about to walk into another doozy. The names that are popping up for me, I think they're the two guys that deserve the most discussion at the top. I see a third guy all of a sudden. I'm just going to start naming names, and you guys say something. Yordan Alvarez. He would be your power player from left field this month. 621 slug. He missed some time, but we know that can be a plus and a minus. Stephen Kwan, one of the stories of this young season. No homers, which Jordan says, I'm big and strong. But how's your 354, 459 from the young outfielder? And then, our guy Austin Meadows had a solid month with no pop. Austin Hayes is just a pest. Benintendi hit 373. So I'll let you guys run. I think it becomes Kwan and Jordan, but you guys tell me. Oh, boy.
Jordan's only started 7 games in left field.
Yeah, he has 11 days of DH,
He's
7
going
days.
to be in the DH conversation.
Okay.
I don't think he belongs.
That's fine.
7 games.
That's fine.
Yeah. Isn't enough. So he's out, actually.
Okay.
In left field. Which
Now, how many has Kwan played in left field? Because remember, it is important for us that they actually are playing in left field.
I got it. I got you.
It's a great point, Trevor.
Kwan, a lot. Kwan's got 1, 2. He's got 13.
He's got 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if he played right field once. So
13 out of his 16 games. So yeah, he's a left fielder. My vote's Kwan then.
I have 13 out of 14 games. No. You're right.
Then I believe what you guys are telling me is that would the only person really giving an argument for Kwan be Benintendi?
Yeah, I think so. Benintendi only has 3 extra base hits on the season.
Slapping it around. We heard George Brett talking about it. He was just beating the shift to start the month.
You're a corner outfielder, left fielder. You kind of.
Kwan also won American League Rookie of the Month.
6 extra base hits for Kwan.
Double bennies.
It's double.
It's double bennies.
It's Kwan.
It's Kwan. I think it's Kwan. Congratulations to Kwan.
Good job, kid.
First month eligible, and he grabs it.
That's pretty badass, dude.
Good job, Stephen Kwan. Moves us over to right field. I hope this isn't insane.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. We have a winner?
I think so. Trev, this is a guy you talked about recently that he jumps off the map.
I got to check this, how many times he's played.
We'll check the games, but if you want to say his name and talk about him, that'd be great.
Say your name, Taylor Ward?
Yeah.
Oh. Not Tyler Wade. It's Taylor Ward. How many games has he played?
17. 16 games, 16 starts, all in right field.
Oh, yeah. I think it's actually 15 out of 15, not counting the last 2.
Yeah.
He's
and hey,
run away with it offensively.
Trev, this is a guy whose manager didn't want to start him.
Yes.
And he forced his hand and said, not only start me, bat me leadoff. in front of Ohtani and Trout and Walsh and Rendon, a guy that they wanted on the bench. So that kind of goes into what we're saying, like, hey, make it not your coach's option.
And he can just take this pedal and go rub it in Joe Madden's face. Fourth outfielders don't get pedals, playa. So, I'm going Taylor Ward. George Springer, nice month. Is he considered a right fielder now?
Him and Judge are both doing the center field, right field thing.
I think Springer's even more center field, and then he's shifting late to right, which Judge is doing.
Something like that.
Springer, I think, starts all his
Kepler's
games.
had a good month as well, and he's played primarily right field. But this award goes to Taylor Ward.
392, 500, 784 slugging.
What the fuck is Fangraphs? Did you just play one game? Springer started 2 games in right field.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be that low.
I think he's been shifting over late, like BBD said, that maybe the games.
Yeah, the games. Game started, I think. Anyone can finish a game at a position. I saw Chris Carter finish in right field 3 different times.
You cannot spell Taylor Ward without award.
Wow.
It's a great point, Trev.
Meaningful. Okay. DH in the American League. Moving on. It's smooth sailing for a little bit. We're good.
That second base thing was just hurt me. That was a deep cut.
Hurt me deep inside.
DH. I'm curious about this one too.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Well, Jordan, we already know that he's pretty good.
Eligible.
They have Buxton on the list. Has he been DHing?
I don't think so.
He has a few games because of when he came back from the injury.
Buxton would turn down.
He have
our
four starts in DH, so it doesn't count.
He would turn down our pedal.
I think it's Jordan then. I think. Well, actually, JD's numbers are. Oh, JD, what are you doing? You got JD got a 481 slugging. Jordan. I don't think
it's Jordan.
Right, it's Jordan. I don't think
and this guy, Jordan, is probably my pick for a guy to get a Silver Daisy this year.
Wow.
I was going to say that I think outfield might be the hardest Silver Daisy to get because, I mean, we have some names that just completely got left off this list.
Well, this is DH, though. What do you mean?
Well, outfield DH, I guess they're all. JD's going to be in the DH. Stan's going to be in the DH. Like, there's some heavy hitters in the AL DH category. Yeah. Buxton, Judge, Springer, Vaughn, Benintendi, names we didn't say.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. Wow. What an American League. Rizzo?
I think Rizzo got one.
We have to do a starting pitcher, right?
Yeah, I kind of whatever, boring, but it's Gossman probably. Without looking, I'm going to guess it's Gossman. 5 games started, hasn't walked anybody, has a 2.27 ERA. Logan Gilbert has a 0.64 ERA.
Yeah, Logan Gilbert got pitcher of the month.
Logan Gilbert is 4-0, which
Gossman's last start came May 1st.
Yeah, I don't have it on here.
So it's 4 starts.
Oh, when I changed the pitcher, it changed it. It took away my date.
It changed everything. I know. I'm actually really upset about that. I think I'll re-put everything.
It's Gilbert then in a landslide. Joe Ryan actually is in this, but it's Gilbert. We got a 0.40 ERA. He started 4 games. He's won 3 of them. Has the team won all 4? The team has won all 4. I mean, that is.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with my Fangraphs again.
Any contradicting thoughts here? In the month of April, I mean, he allowed 1 earned run.
Joe Ryan, credit to him. I think he's the other guy that deserves to be in the conversation, but I think Gilbert was 1 run better. And when it comes down to giving out a pedal, like that's what it comes down to.
It can get scary.
I think it's low Gil.
Joe Ryan allowed 3 runs, Low Gilbert around 2, so 1 run, but no. Logan Gilbert allowed 1, and Joe Ryan allowed 3. So, yeah. 23 innings for Joe Ryan and 22.1 for Low Gil.
I'm Logan Gilbert.
Seattle has won every game he started.
Well, I'm not Logan Gilbert, but
I'm voting for Logan Gilbert.
I'm also voting for Logan Gilbert.
I think we did well. Good job, Logan Gilbert.
Now, we've had a lot of hiccups and we're running late, so I don't want you to pause the show. Start the ad read and NL for me. I'm about to pee myself.
Jimmy's about to pee himself because he hasn't been taking his Roman. He got in touch with one of the licensed professionals at Roman, and they said, wow, you need this, dude. And you might be at home looking for someone to relate to, and you're like, that's why I kind of like this John Boy guy. Because actually 52% of men ages 40 to 70 will experience some form of ED. The benefits of ED treatment can help you reconnect with your partner. Trev knows what I'm talking about. And rediscover the joy of sex. I like that a lot. It's kind of like, would you rather have a big old hard silver daisy, or would you rather not have one at all? You're going to want that big old hard silver daisy. And Trev, you should go to GetRoman.com/talkin now to speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about erectile dysfunction. Get $15 off your first month of treatment. End the stigma. Be Roman ready. What are you doing? We've got a solution for you. GetRoman.com/talkin. If you're prescribed, get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Get Roman. Trev.
Yeah. I got to go back to our AL starting pitcher.
Oh, no.
My Fangraphs was not pulling up. I just agreed with you two because you saying all this stuff. What Gossman's done,
Right.
I don't think we can overlook. He hasn't walked anybody yet.
That's fine.
Everything is there, man, except what? The ERA?
The runs he's allowed to score, yes.
Defense plays a factor into that.
Sometimes.
I don't know,
yeah.
man. If you look at FIP and XFIP, like,
I mean,
the only thing is separating is ERA. If
right.
you look at WAR, he's crushing Logan Gilbert. He's got doubled his WAR. He's doubled his F4.
You're fine to give your vote. I think there's 2 votes already in the clubhouse, so.
I'm just curious how, James, you didn't hear me, but I didn't have Fangraphs up. It wasn't working for me. So I just agreed with you guys, but I'm switching my vote for AL starting pitcher. I'm going to go Gossman. He hasn't walked anybody. He's the only thing separating those two is, the earned run, the ERA.
Yeah, which is how the games are won and lost, though.
Gossman's doubled this guy's WAR. I love Logan Gilbert. I understand he won pitcher of the month in the American League, but I'm changing my vote. So Gilbert can have the pedal, but I want to be on record as I'm having Gossman.
That's fine.
I don't even understand.
He hasn't fucking walked anybody.
I don't understand your line of thought there at all. I mean,
That's fine.
he's given up runs in 3 of his 4 games. Logan Gilbert has given up runs in 1 of his 4. He's got 3 shutouts.
I'm changing my vote to
literally
Gossman.
cannot lose if your pitcher doesn't allow runs. It's the most important thing.
James, we've already had this discussion on this show before.
What Trev wants to do with his vote is fantastic.
Thank you.
I don't get it.
It just almost will be forgotten in history.
Yeah, no one will care, but I'll know.
But you'll be proud, and hey, I think we might see Gossman again because some of the stuff you reference are predicting stats. But
yeah,
I'm excited for that day to come.
What's their B WAR?
I think for now we have to head to the National League catchers, which I'm hoping is a lot more fun than the American League, and it looks like early returns is that it is. Make sure we have our March-April separators on. Couple names you might expect. JT Realmuto. It looks like he's going to have an argument. Travis d'Arnaud for the Braves. He's been one of the Braves going early this season. Couple West Coast guys. Will Smith, Joey Bart, Wilson Contreras having a nice time. There's a lot of guys. Hey, I'm proud of the NL catcher crop. They're giving us a little bit more to chew on than the American League. So good job, NL catchers on the whole.
On the whole. Do you have a lean here?
I'm still getting my sheet up here.
Okay. Get some more
Still
Gossman
organizing
stats. Let's see, JT, the base running likes Realmuto.
Logan Gilbert leads in B WAR.
Wow.
I just like, I like strikeout to walk ratio.
Also leads in ERA plus.
Wow. B WAR.
I'm worried that people aren't going to trust your votes anymore after that one, Trev.
Hey,
Okay.
Trev's always been with the analytics guys. You know that.
When it comes to pitchers.
I know when I'm standing out there
Yeah.
and this motherfucker striking everyone out makes my job a lot easier too. And not walking people either. I'm not taking anything away from Logan Gilbert. He's been fantastic. I just wanted to give my vote to Gossman. What he's done
That's
is
fair. I'm not taking anything away from
Nothing
Gossman.
else.
I've been singing his praises. All right, we got NL catcher.
This is a mess.
How come every
is a
time you
mess.
click something on Fangraphs, it changes everything? Anyway.
This is a mess. I think I'm going Wilson Contreras.
Jake, I thought you said this wasn't a mess.
It wasn't a mess from the fact that I think we have to diagnose Jonah Heim's 9 games played. It's a mess from the fact the catchers in the NL are kind of doing it. I mean, it's kind of a pick your flavor ice cream. I mean, between Real Muto, Darno, I mean, slugging wise.
You guys are in a real pickle here because you really value games played, that you gave it to Sean Murphy. So now you can't.
Well,
I mean, Travis
but that
Darno can't be in there.
That was
Will Smith
22.
can't be in there.
That was 22-8. There's a little wiggle room over that.
Joey Bart's been playing a good brand of baseball.
Only 13 games though, so he can't be included. This is where you run into difficulties. You guys put yourself in these.
Trev, how about you shove it up
situations.
your ass? I'll go Real Muto. Because he's been out there for games.
I was
And
gonna
3
go-
I
stolen
like that too.
bases.
I was going to go Real Muto as well because
How
he's
about
like
that?
middle of the order, starting every game. Like a part.
War?
I mean, he's one of the only catchers that's like a part of the team.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wilson
on the-
Contreras is my vote.
On the billboard in the middle of where's Wilson Contreras batting?
Having a nice start to the year.
Probably 3 or 4 for that team, I'd assume, right?
Wilson Contreras, 250, 354, a 426 slug. It's not too shabby. Pretty nice April for the kid.
He's walking. That's good. That's something you like out of your catcher.
Kind of funny, Darno might have been eliminated. 0 walks so far.
Yeah, I see that. See that.
It's kind of funny.
Hasn't walked once.
Just hadn't happened.
Not even by accident.
Catcher's always tough. Look, I think we have to
Catcher's always
say
tough.
that. People listening to this or watching this, we have a difficult time ranking catchers here. There's no doubt about it.
I got Johnny Bench career highest WAR, B WAR.
Mm.
Real Muto's got the highest B WAR. I think he's got whatever. I'm going Real Muto. Hasn't grounded into a single double play. Contreras has grounded into 5.
Wow.
Just, if you're going to make an out, don't take someone down with you.
It's 10 outs right there.
It's 10 outs, 5 strikes.
Oh man, I love talking ball with you guys.
3 stolen bases from
Love
JT
that.
Real Muto. How about that?
Everyone knows hitting the ground ball into double plays just means you hit the ball hard.
14 runs.
You guys are hilarious.
let's
The way you
never
think
talk
about the
about
game, I love
catchers.
it.
Let's never talk about catchers again.
You guys voted JT. I voted Wilson. JT, congratulations. You're a stunning individual. You have been on my hot boy list. Wilson has not. So I guess, it makes sense.
Get pitch framing out of the game and get me a bunch of meat sacks back there that hit.
Yeah.
Trev, first base, I think is a conversation you're going to like a lot because I think we're going to be talking about one of your guys. Or I don't know if he knows you're his guy, but you love this guy. Eric Hosmer, what a month.
At one point, I was one of his guys. I think he's outgrown me a little bit. He likes more famous people. As the show grows, he'll probably come crawling back asking for forgiveness for not getting invited to his wedding. I understand. Yeah, I mean, this is a 2-3 horse race, I would say, right? Got Haas.
CJ Crone.
CJ's been doing his thing. Then Freeman. Josh Bell's kind of right there. Matt Olson.
Man.
Looking good. So, yeah, I mean, there's some guys here, no doubt.
Hosmer leads in batting average
Yeah.
and OPS.
pretty close in on base percentage. Josh Bell has him by 0.003 points.
I think it's Hosmer. I don't think you need to overcomplicate it, and I think good for him. Most hits, 6 doubles, 3 homers, 10 RBI, 14 RBIs, 10 runs. He's involved. He's doing a lot. Going Hosmer.
CJ Cron deserves some love, but yeah, Haas just outdid him, man. 389. 389, 457.
And I'll reference what I said, Anthony Rizzo, proving all the haters wrong. Eric Hosmer obviously doing the same thing right now.
Get him.
Couple left.
I know. Oh, I want to look this up because I know there was like a point where it was like Haas was like every other year doing his thing. Like he had like positive WAR, negative WAR, positive WAR, negative WAR. And I'm looking it up right now. No, he's been positive the last 3 years. Never mind.
Whoops. The second baseman, Tommy Edman. Trev, you mentioned him on an episode the other day. He had an incredible month of April. Jazz Chisholm Jr. also with incredible month of April. I think Jeff McNeil deserves to have a conversation. 328, 392.
Scherzer sparring partner.
Scherzer's guy. And yeah, I think the other guys trying to get in the mix, Ozzie, Cronenworth, just not enough on the offensive side of the ball, which we tend to like to reward here at Talkin' Baseball. Fellas, where are we dropping?
Something interesting is Cesar Hernandez leads the league in games, plate appearances, at bats, and singles. You're not on the list because that's not enough.
No,
but it's a lot of bold and a line for a guy who WAR-wise is ranked 8th at the position in the league.
He's out there.
This is a super interesting one for me.
Why is second base always so difficult?
I am going to looking at a lot of factors here. Jazz Chisholm intrigues me a lot. His speed is a weapon. I've been big onto that. He's got 3 triples. He's got 5 stolen bases, I believe. He's got the most RBIs out of anyone on the list. So there's enough to sing his praises and give him the award. But I think Tommy Edman has him beat. And Tommy Edman's having kind of an all-around, he has the pop. He has the stolen bases. He has the runs scored. He has the RBIs. Got more games played. He just got hurt. That wasn't the month of April. Those are the 2 for me. And I'm going to dance around and see if anything stands out while I also listen to your arguments for whoever you're arguing for.
Yeah, he did just come out of a game. Hopefully that doesn't affect him too much. But now, James, are you thinking about, wow, if I give it to Jazz, he's got a good chance to run it? I hope that's not going through your mind right now.
It's not. I am leaning Jazz, but it's not going through my mind. But I'm right now, I'm digging and listening, very open-minded.
This is difficult.
I am currently leaning Tommy Edman. Tommy Edman and Jazz Chisholm, their stats are just eerily close on a lot of fronts. I love Jazz Chisholm. I'm wondering right now if I'm just...
Can I tell you something freaky?
Trying to reverse engineer myself on this, but yeah, Jim, you can always...
I went to the batting orders for each teams to see, which guy's been in the meat of the lineup, leading off, doing a role, Tommy Edman started the year batting 9th, couple 6th in there, a couple 6 spots. On April 23rd, they said, we can't not do this anymore. Edman, you're our leadoff hitter. It's important. Jazz Chisholm started the year batting 9th, couple 8th hole spots, 6, 7. On April 21st, the Marlins said, we can't do this anymore. You're our leadoff hitter. So both guys have a similar story in how much they're helping, the construction and the roster or the lineup. So I found no answers there.
Yeah.
Okay. Tommy Edman.
I feel like Jeff McNeil is just he's not even getting mentioned here. Like his stats are pretty similar to both these guys.
He's just getting slightly outgunned, I think. I love Jeff McNeil, 328, 392.
Only one home run and only one stolen base. And the other guys are
high-level defenders.
and grabbing bags way more. I mean, they got more extra base hits and more stolen bases than McNeil. So that's the difference maker for me. Like, I see that, and I'm like, well, these guys they hit a single, it can be a double.
Trev?
What's your vote?
Do you have full thoughts? I feel like I haven't heard an argument from you.
I'm looking at all the stats right here. I love second base is always tough for me because what do you want a second baseman to do? Like, I think other positions you kind of, okay, we want the corner outfielders, we want more slugging out of them. Don't really care about the defense, how it goes. Second base, I think defense is a big priority. And like Tommy Edmonds just got his gold glove and like is playing crazy ball there. I kind of that's kind of how I'm leaning right now. I feel like I'm prioritizing defense, and Jazz and him are eerily close there as well. So I think, I wanted to give McNeil some love, but I do agree with both of you guys that Jazz and Tommy Edman are the ones we're deciding between. Jazz with just more pop, playing similar defense. I think I'm going to have to lean him. I know my friend Jack Flaherty's been really disappointed because he really likes Tommy Edman, but defense similar, pop goes to Jazz. Both running the base as well. I'm going Jazz.
I'm looking up one final thing that hopefully will give me a lean in anyway. My vote, confidently, is for Tommy Edman.
Okay.
God, I should have voted before you voted. I'm in this tough fucking spot.
Yeah, it's tough.
Tommy Edman. I just looked at some of the stats, guys. Which I was trying to decipher this. Tommy Edman is a switch hitter. Not sure how familiar you guys are with Tom.
Or the ability to switch hit.
Against righties this year, couple homers, 321, 446, and 899 OPS. Against lefties, 263 batting average, a 579 slugging, and 842 OPS. Jazz Chisholm versus right-handed pitchers, 333, 393, 1.116. Against lefties.
And now I'm very interested here.
Jazz Chisholm only has 9 plate appearances, which I believe is some platoony type stuff because the Marlins have Birdie and Miggy Rowe.
Don't you remember that going down?
He's hitting 125. 361 OPS and only 8 at-bats.
Edmonds got my vote. I also looked into the base running numbers. Tommy Edman has not been thrown out stealing and has one more steal than Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm was thrown out one time, so that one caught stealing, wow, tough.
Hurts the percentage right there.
Yeah. Tommy Edman has gone first to third or first to home 4 times already. So he's bringing a lot to the table. The switch hitting and the splits, and he doesn't sit versus a batter where Jazz has taken lefty days off. Great argument by Jake.
I don't think that's happening anymore.
But it did.
There was the big thing that he did at the beginning. Yeah. I said defense similar and then pop. So I chose Jazz based on the slugging, basically.
I thought I was Jazz the whole way until the last 2. I love the triples. I love the extra bases taken. But then I saw Tommy's kind of doing that too.
Damn.
You have to have opportunities to do that.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like the person has to hit the ball in the right space for you to take the extra base.
Yeah, but
So it's
Jazz actually has 100%. Whatever.
It's tough.
That was a tough one. The second basemans have been tough. Let's move on to shortstop.
Please.
Is this going to be easy?
Oh, BBD just said no. Oh, he said, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's Lindor.
Frankie.
I think it's Lindor.
Joey Wendell popped up. I think it's Lindor.
I think it's Lindor. Lindor has a 282 batting average, 367 on base, 482 slugging, 850 OPS. Leads in F4. I think it's Lindor.
Defense, power, speed.
Smiles.
Trev, anyone else jumping off the map for you?
Of course, I'm going to mention my guy, Willie.
Sure.
The the triple slash line isn't there because of the low batting average on base percentage, but he has produced pop and RBI. I'm not going to say RBIs anymore. I keep thinking about that. He's produced more RBI. That sounds weird. I don't like saying that. He's produced more RBIs.
Okay.
But I do agree with you guys that Frankie's getting my vote for April consensus pick. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just sing Lindor's praises a little bit. He started every game. I mean,
no fights yet in the tunnel. That's good.
He has started every game at shortstop. Oh, okay. Besides one, he DH'd once. I mean, that's of note for me. I do appreciate that.
RBIs.
Ribbits. Whippets. Are we ready to talk about third base? Good job, Frankie.
Good job, Frankie. I mean, Ha-Swang Kim has the highest OPS plus.
Filled in nicely.
This is not going to be fun for us, guys.
You boys know I love third baseman. Nobody else on the panel has any ties to the third base position. There are two heavyweights. I mean, this is Tyson, Foreman, Jackson, Game 6. Manny Machado has had an incredible April. 22 games, 386, 453, 614 slug. The defense is there for Manny. You're saying, hey, who could even challenge this? How about Nolan Arenado? 375 batting average, a 444 on base, a 681 slugging. And if you like defense, you're probably familiar with him too. I believe I have my pick.
I have my pick, and I'm not going to go third and get trapped again. I'm taking Manny Machado. Nolan has him in slugging, and Nolan has him in OPS, but that's 2 home runs. Like the counting or difference. Arenado has 6 home runs. Manny has 4.
In April, I have Arenado with
only 1?
Only
sorry,
5.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, only 1 more home run. So the numbers are a little different then. So it's not that much different. Meanwhile, Manny has more hits than him. He has more runs scored, which you got to be on base. Manny has stolen 4 bases. He has a higher batting average, on base percentage. We know he does. You know they both do it at defense. I'm putting my vote because I don't want to be stuck at the third again. Manny Machado's my vote.
I thought I was going to have more of an argument for Arenado. He did win the National League Player of the Month. Now looking at the stats, I'm not sure why Manny wasn't considered for that award.
League don't like him.
Both these guys have unsustainable BABIP, so that's fine. This is an award show that doesn't care about that. That's predictive. I'm going Manny. I think it's kind of like as I'm going through the stats, he only has 2 games at the DH position, the rest at third base. So he gets it. He's even been running the bases. What's up with that?
It's a sweep, man. With how little base running is really in baseball, seeing Manny Machado still swiping 4 bags, you don't think of him like that. And yeah, with everything else being the same, that's enough of a difference maker for me. Go Manny, go.
Manny Machado, mind you,
yeah,
still only 29 years old. He's not even 30 yet. He's been in the league forever.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Really good.
10 years in the show already.
That's been his life. 30 years old, third of his life in the show.
A couple more games than Nolan as well, which not the deciding factor. But
okay, so wait a minute. Why did Arenado win Player of the Month? What was the separator there?
Trev, you're starting to see why we give out these damn awards and we care so much.
The league doesn't like Manny Machado. That's why.
All right.
Padres fans.
I got a lot of friends that like him.
Okay.
Me too.
Center field we go.
Arenado hasn't stolen a base. Doesn't take. He's only scored. I mean, run a little. Nolan?
Let those legs loose, Nolan.
He did ignite a brawl. Threw someone out. He got a cool clip. He threw a catcher out of the way.
Yeah, he came off looking bad in that clip for me, though.
Because he didn't hit him?
And it wasn't even that close. And he's got a history of doing this 2 other times.
Fiery.
And the pitcher wasn't even looking at him, right?
Yeah, he's kind of not even like paying attention.
It happens.
I do think it was like a message pitch. But it wasn't.
Everything's a message. What is going on these days?
Everything's a message.
Wow.
All right, congrats to Manny. Center field we go?
I'm worried.
Let's go. Jake Snakes are here.
What are you worried about?
This doesn't look clean, man. This just doesn't look clean.
There's a lot of guys here.
Brandon Nimmo from your New York Mets. Dalton Varsho. Showtime from my Snakes, doing it from center field and catcher. Harry Bader. Can't say that on TV. Jesus Sanchez, my guy from the Fish. He had himself a nice little month. I think after that, it starts to tail off. This is a hodgepodge of hodgepodge, and I don't really know what to do, and it's probably because I've never really known what to do with Brandon Nimmo. Every time I look at Brandon Nimmo's stats, I'm like, dude, are you awesome? But every time I watch him, I'm like, dude, are you awesome?
And I know this is a April team, but did rob Acuna, was it last night? Incredible play in center field. So I have some recency bias in my brain right now.
May doesn't exist to me.
He leads in weighted runs created plus and F-WAR. He's got second most homers. He's got 3 homers. Not a lot of RBIs. No stolen bases. This is a crapshoot right here, huh?
They're all so similar. Now the good the good thing about Nimmo is like Grichuk I kind of have out. He started 9 games in center field. I think he started more in right field. He comes up on the list. He started 8 in right field. Fuck. What?
Randall had a nice month, huh?
Yeah, but Nimmo is a true center fielder, which I do want to reward.
Right.
He started 18 games in center field. He hasn't started 1 in left field. He hasn't started 1 in right field. You're good enough that your team says you're a center fielder. Like
with Starling Marte on the roster, by the way.
Yeah. And Mets fans like, are you mad about that? Is he not a good center fielder? Would you rather someone else? I don't know. He missed a 4-game stint and then came back, but he's been the leadoff hitter, center fielder for the Mets in their incredibly great season. To rely on your center fielder, because you look around the numbers we're getting, it's not the same as other positions we've seen. I'm going to go Nimmo.
I'll go Nimmo with a special shout out to Jesus Sanchez and what he's been doing. I like big boys, 6'3", 220. He started all of his games in center fields, leads in RBIs. He also has 3 home runs. So shout out to him, but my vote will go to Brandon Nimmo, and that's two Mets right now with pedals.
How about that? Nimmo and Lindor, top of that lineup. Yeah, I think he deserves it at the end of the day. Shout out Jesus Sanchez. And Dalton Varsho. Let's go, kid.
Getting punished for his 4 games at catcher this year.
No, it should be like a special enhancer.
The offensive numbers aren't there.
No.
Now, a guy we talked about is eligible again.
You're going to left field?
Yes. Sorry, did I do that wrong?
No, you're good. I want to clarify for the people.
A guy that was in a conversation for another position is now in this conversation. I have to check the numbers here. Because it's McNeil. And he started 9 games in left field.
I don't know if I can keep my bias out of this.
You don't like McNeil, I know it. But
No.
he started 11 games.
I love McNeil.
You don't like him. He started 11 games at
What
second
was that?
base.
Jim, the next guy on the list is Ian Happ, our colleague. That was my concern. Who
Yeah,
had an
that's very
incredible
concerning.
April.
You're also
Got engaged.
super anti-Jeff McNeil.
I kind of play sports like Jeff McNeil. I kind of put on that hardo hat.
You're way more Jeff McNeil than Ian Happ. That's 100% for sure.
Jakey Hardo.
James
seems
is more like Jerks and Profar. I'm more
Yeah.
Happer, I think.
Jerks and Profar.
Yeah, you play the game with reckless abandonment, James. I love it.
You're Mark Canna,
And very versatile.
Who'd you call Marcana?
Trev.
Okay.
Me and Mark have shared many lovely dinners together. It's a foodie.
Beautiful.
And he took Max Fried way up top
So
in May.
in May. May doesn't exist to me.
Haps played 18 games in left field. He's been cleanup 11 times.
There's one other caveat to all this,
Yeah.
and it rests on where was Jock Peterson playing? Because boy, did he have an April.
Oh, wow.
Did.
Oh, shit.
Jock Peterson, games played this year, 12 in left, 4 in right.
That's a majority. And DH only a couple? None.
Nada. Jock says,
Wow.
I'm out there, fam.
He's a defensive player. Shoot. Okay. Jock's got him in homers. They're the same runs. Hap leads in RBIs. The slugging is out of this world for Jock.
Teammates
Hap
for,
leads in
teammates for half a
OBP.
season. What's oh no, Jake? I mean, Jock got hurt. He only played so many games because he got hurt. He was the left fielder batting cleanup for the Giants.
Look at the sluggings.
Yeah, you want your left fielder to slug.
No, I mean the whole
Not the saying Hap hasn't, but
the whole slash lines. I mean, look at the OPS. Look at the
The look on my face is I texted a gentleman yesterday and said, congrats on getting engaged.
yeah.
I did too.
And
I did it.
now
Shit.
I'm about to give a pedal to Jock Peterson when they had similar months, but Jock did it, dude. And I hate that I'm so good for the damn people of this show.
So unbiased.
God, you know what I'm going to do right now? Just because this is entertaining. I'm going to go Ian Happ.
You care about B WAR? Ian Happ 1.1 B WAR. Jock Peterson 0.5.
I'm going Hap.
Ian Happ switch hits.
I'm Hap.
I'm Ian Happ.
Haps games
What
on
happened?
Sunday.
What happened, Jake?
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
the B-War stuff. I mean, that's how you can't argue against that.
You're okay.
We have established that we're a B-War company, but anyways, I'm going Hap. I thought I was going to make it difficult for James, but you're not really switching, are you?
I have been Hap all along. I've loved the
Is
way
it a
he's looked
consensus?
this year.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack got hurt. Otherwise, maybe he didn't play a full
The
month.
games played
He
here.
didn't play a full month. Tough.
I might be seeing Jock later today, but the good thing is this episode comes out tomorrow.
It's
so
huge.
That is a good
you
thing
won't
about
be
it.
mad at me.
And let me check one more thing just to make sure it's right because it feels right. Jock's another guy. He doesn't play versus lefties.
Oh.
Jock's had 3 at-bats versus lefties this year.
Meanwhile, Hap.
I mean,
Hap's out there every day, dude.
he's a switch hitter.
He's a switch hitter.
Hap has 20 more plate appearances.
I would like to see
always-
our friend Ian steal a base. Like Ian, let's
Jock has
fucking steal a base, bro.
It's always been Ian Happ.
Well, Jock comes up on the right fielders, but he's not allowed because
No.
he only started 4 games in right field.
Unless we really need one. But
No, Suzuki's been pretty good.
He won Rookie of the Month.
Are
for the
we
National
straight?
League.
Are you telling me we're about to be straight cubbing?
Yeah. I think.
Wow.
I don't know. Get in there and look around.
Jock, half illegal. We've talked about him enough. Seiya Suzuki, you're right. Really nice month by him. 529 slugging, a 405 on base.
Hey, 20 games in right field. I don't know if he's played a game not in right field.
I was just looking at Juan Soto, and Sayas slash line has beaten his.
Suzuki DH'd once. Otherwise, all of his games have been in right field. And he's got the numbers, right?
It's kind of not a discussion.
It's not.
It's not.
Tick up every.
I mean, I'm seeing these names: Castellanos, Harper, Betts, Jock Peterson. Stop bringing it up. It's say a Suzuki.
It is. Congrats. That's our first time,
Wow.
first time you could get a pedal and you did. Wow.
Nice, Saya. And now we are on to DH.
The National League DH.
The first
time
ever
it's
National League DH award. Wow. Interesting stuff gonna go on here, I believe. I'm looking at now, how's this work? Are we just doing extras? Or do they have to have a good amount of DH?
I think they have to DH a little bit. That's
think-
how we treat it in the American
Because we
League.
might have one here then that.
I think it's got to be more DH than other spots.
The names that are currently jumping off the map. Daniel
This-
Vogelback. Oh, no. Trev?
Yeah, I mean, you're thinking about DHs. You're thinking about usually you see typical names in the DH spot, and we are not seeing that here.
Guys,
That's what happens when you open it up to 15 more positions, I guess, right?
is it not?
Pete Alonso, Charlie Blackman, Connor Joe.
Bryce Harper's not allowed in this, right? He's done. He's an outfielder. He's not.
No,
a
he's a
DH.
DH. He's DH 16 times this year because he's been beat up.
It's true, but I guess he's not a DH, but because he's been beat up,
been
he is a
DHing.
DH. And it's
I mean,
how do we rank
he's-
that?
He's DH 15 times and
More than double
14 of the last 14 games. He's been the DH.
but he won't. Okay, here's my question. He's not going to be a DH the entire year. So, but if he goes DH pedal,
But I
then
think
wins it in
you're
right
fine
field,
because he doesn't have the numbers. There's guys with Vogelback has better numbers than him.
Last
Vogelback.
year, I think Chris Bryant got pedals at both third base and the outfield spots.
does it count as one daisy then?
It can.
Yeah, Ken.
It's on one chain.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. No,
Okay.
you can get a silver daisy and get it at different positions as long as you won every month.
Great.
I think.
Great.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We have no fucking clue. It's Vogelbach. I mean, I know it's, well, in a way, it is the sexiest name on here. 311, 373, 508. DHing, which is a requirement for this. And I know he was leading off a lot. I think any of the boxes we've been checking off along the way, Big Dan Vogelbach has been checking those boxes.
Unbelievable that he's leading off. I mean, I was watching a broadcast and they were talking about it. And I get it. You want your leadoff guy to get on base, but what about when the next guy puts one through the hole?
Mm.
You're supposed to need to score. I don't know. It's hilarious. Good for him.
It's how much is Pete Alonso DH'd? I
It's
guess
a lot more first base than DH for him.
Just my parameters for a DH is production.
He doesn't even. Alonso didn't even come off my list, I don't think, or is he way down?
He's
Alonso's
down.
DH'd 1,
He's
2,
way-
3, 4, 5, 6 times. He doesn't count.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
It's
I'm just
Vogelback. Bach. Right? What, Trev? Who?
I'm with it. I want more production. 8 RBIs doesn't really do it for me in a month.
He's
but
batting leadoff.
I guess- Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's a weird way to look at a DH.
He's a run
Right now.
scorer.
It is a weird way to look at a DH.
Yeah, so it's I'm looking for production numbers because that's what I'm valuing out of a DH. But if you're bidding your DH leadoff, it's just it makes it a weird thing.
I think honestly, the guy that would have the best argument would be Connor Joe, who's
I was looking at
just
Connor
gonna
Joe.
ask you to shout him out.
Connor
playing
Joe.
around the field a little bit too, but
He's more DH than any other spot.
his numbers are similar to Vogie. I do think Vogie just has him beat though.
God, they're very similar.
Only 8 games started at DH for Connor Joe. So, I mean,
That's more than he has at any other spot.
but Vogie's got like
qualifies.
20 or whatever.
Vogie almost wins because he's
I-
the only DH in the National League. Like, what's going on?
Like, it qualifies Connor Joe, but it's also when you go up against it, like
And that's fine.
he's got 7 left field and 8 DH.
Shout out Albert Pujols. Let's mention this guy, okay? Like,
Okay.
shout out Albert Pujols for like being a productive player and like feeling good again in St. Louis.
It's Vogie for me. Locked.
Bogey.
Vogie.
Whew.
Wow.
Now we go to
Weird.
pitcher.
Pitcher.
And Fangraphs
April.
changes everything. So we have to reset the dates.
Your
Ooh,
National
mine didn't
League
this
pitcher.
time.
What did you just click pitcher hitting and not actual pitcher?
Oh, that's right. I have to go to
Damn,
pitching
dude,
now.
you're gonna Fangraphs roast them like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I got you. I knew
I went to
that.
pitcher on. I
up,
went to
dude.
toggle the
That's
pitcher and
messed
not the
up.
pitcher.
Yeah, the
bro.
only reason I know that is because
Damn.
Why is that even possible?
I've
Why is it
never
even
got it done
possible
anyway.
anymore? No pitchers fucking hit because they stopped caring about it, and now they complain they don't have to face another pitcher. I hate starting pitchers so much.
Pablo Lopez. Pretty good.
Yeah, you guys do this one.
Okay.
It looked like it between Pablo Lopez and Rodon, maybe. Kyle Wright, Lopez.
Damn.
Musgrove's been really good too.
God. Pablo
Musgrove's got the
Lopez.
most innings pitched, right? Unless you got another start in May.
We love innings pitched.
Who?
James, yeah.
No, I've got McGill with more in April than Musgrove.
Oh, McGill.
You know who leads in B WAR?
Who leads?
Which I
McGill?
saw this earlier today, and it's by a big margin, is Merrill Kelly of Jake's Snakes.
Merrill Kelly's had an incredible month. He also has the 5th start. There's an exclusive club of 9 starters in the NL that had 5 starts. So if that can give you a boost, Merrill Kelly, 28.1 innings, a 1.27 ERA, yet to give up a homer. Pablo Lopez has won the ERA race, and again, it's a nutty one. It's a 0.39. Carlos Rodon is a 1.17, and he's been a little more dominant as we look at some of the numbers with the strikeouts and such. He also hasn't given up a home run.
Musgrove's out.
I think Musgrove's out.
Faced the Reds twice.
Oof.
Out.
This is a tough one. Pablo did win Pitcher of the Year
Month.
in the National League. MLB gave that award out.
I like Kyle
Pitcher of the
Wright's
month.
numbers. You guys haven't talked about him.
No, he deserves to be talked about.
Braves have won every start that he has thrown. He's got 24 innings in 4 games, only 3 earned runs, 34 strikeouts, 6 walks.
Also hasn't given up a home run.
Also have not given up a home run. I like Rodon.
I kind of like Rodon. Let's get in the game.
Wait,
one.
Pablo Lopez, 23 innings pitched.
You guys.
Fuck, these are all close.
What's up, Trey?
Pablo's only given up 1 run.
I know.
In his start.
I
So you
think-
guys you can't talk about the American League pitcher and say he's only given up 0 runs or whatever, and then not do that with the National League.
Well, in the American League, it wasn't close. It was Gossman had like 7 and he had 0. This is 1 versus 3 for Rodon. Or
That's triple.
or-
I don't know if you guys know.
or
math.
1 versus 3
Triple.
for Kyle Wright.
Check that math, BBD. Triple.
Not a numbers company.
Kyle Wright's got the strikeouts with Rodon.
Rodon is the least amount of hits given up. He's walked 8. Kyle Wright has walked 6. Pablo Lopez. It's Pablo Lopez for me. Yeah, I'm gonna lock that in there. I mean, he's walked 4 guys. He hasn't given up a home run yet. He hasn't hit a batter yet. No one's getting free bases off of him. Averages like 3-point-something hits a game. No,
Is Madison Bumgarner up here too? What?
Bum's been really good.
You know, also Clayton Kershaw's got a little bit of an argument, Trev. Man, the NL
Holy.
pitchers.
I'm bringing up Mad Bum. He's in the 5 starts club, Jake.
Right.
Only 3 earned runs. He has 2 homers. I mean, he's going to get some homers. He's walked some people, not a lot of strikeouts. He can't be involved in this. He's walked too many people. He doesn't strike out anybody.
They've lost
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
They've lost 3 of his games.
Got a 1-1.
I mean, he's given up 6 runs.
Yeah, I think Merrill Kelly's got Mad Bum.
Mad
beat.
Bum's out. So far, I'm only comparing these new pitchers to Pablo Lopez. Pablo Lopez beat Rodon, beat Wright. He just beat Bum. Now it's Pablo Lopez versus Kelly in my head, and we'll see what happens here. 5 starts. Ooh, that 5th start really helps him. It's his best,
really
best
good
start of the season, and he just snuck it in there on April 30th.
Sure did.
4 earned runs, 3 shutouts.
You like those 6 more innings, dog?
It's a little circumstantial.
he's been getting up a lot of hits.
A lot of hits.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
A lot of hits. Pablo for me. My vote's locked. Unless I just hold on. Who's Kelly done it against?
Trevor Goof.
Padres, Astros. Oh shit. Might be Kelly. Kelly has faced Padres, Astros, Nationals, Dodgers, Cardinals. 4 playoff potential teams there. Lopez has faced. Okay, wait. No. Giants, Phillies, Cardinals, Nats. It's back to Pablo. I'm locked.
Back to Pablo after that.
Pablo, congratulations on your first pedal, buddy.
Merrill Kelly.
You were going to do
I knew that was coming.
Congrats to Pablo.
It's a really good month.
Man, that's the awards.
It's wild.
We did it.
It's wild.
Biggest surprise, Jake, real quick, looking at him?
Let's see. I mean, Vogie really snuck up on us.
We found there's no DHs in the National League, essentially.
They don't know how to utilize them yet. They didn't know
They don't
it's
know
coming.
what are they. Yeah. What's going on with you guys?
I guess, I mean, it seems like it was a couple days ago, but Andres Jimenez, that one snuck up on me.
Yeah, he won it.
Yeah. Yeah. That one really.
There's also
snuck
no
up on
second
me.
baseman in the American League. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
DJ's been pretty good. He's just playing a lot of positions.
Jimenez is arguably DJ's arguably the Yankees' third baseman. Jimenez is arguably the Guardians' shortstop. Which
Who
makes
would that
it
have left? Who was the second baseman for the AL then?
DJ.
If we eliminated
No.
DJ and Jimenez, it would have been Espinal.
Espinal. Yes.
Who's been okay. He's been good. I don't know. I'm happy. How about this? Here's my spin.
How about Angels in the outfield? 2 Angels and a Guardian?
The guys I'm most happy to see.
Hosmer.
JP Crawford, Mike Trout, back at it. Andy and Hap. I never wavered.
No, never.
Logan Gilbert, I wanted to say, I believe you're a great pitcher. Okay. Sometimes you just got to roll with what you're thinking. My views on starting pitchers are very much different. I understand that.
Pitcher's tough.
Congrats to the congrated. That's the award show. We'll be back at the end of May. See if any of these guys do it again. Stick around.
Oh, how about this? Trev, you like this. This is some good Trevor Plouffe bullshit. You got to lock in one guy to be back. End of May. Who are you locking in?
Romuto.
Jordan.
You're going Real Muto?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go Lindor.
Jordan.
Okay.
It's my guy. He's my pick for Silver Days of this year.
Wow.
No one's getting one this year.
It's a tough crowd. And we're not
It's
using
tough.
we're not using our bias. We're so anti Silver Daisy bias that we're actually tipped the scale the other way, making it impossible. That being said, J-Ram goes Silver Daisy. Easy this year.